We also have another reporter at Bali, Indonesia, however, Kunstapat, at a separate conference. This one is the ASEAN Business and Investment Summit, where Kunwina Jongprasit is stationed there. Kunwina, can you hear us?
Yeah, hi, สวัสดีค่ะ
Hello, Kunwina. Could you tell us about the atmosphere of this Business and Investment Summit?
There's a lot, like a couple hundreds of people attending, and the security is quite high. Kun Natakan, Kun Onganan, especially because world leaders will be coming to this area, particularly the U.S. President Obama, which is expected to arrive tomorrow. And so let me just give you the picture of how tight the security is. We were checked twice by the security guards, and they did a thorough car search. They actually opened our doors and looked into the compartments of the car, looked into the other journalists' backpacks if they had any, looked into the trunk. So they really did a thorough search for that. And also the security, because of the tight security, it also delayed the meeting. The meeting this morning was supposed to start by around 10, but it got delayed about an hour because people were having a hard time getting the pass to enter. So they were quite careful about the people who are going to attend the meeting, who are entering the rooms.
And Kunwina, what are the key people attending the summit today?
Yeah, the key people would be, starting this evening, would be the Indonesian President, Mr. Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono, the South Korean President, Mr. Lee Myung-bak, the ASEAN Secretary General, Kun Sulin Pisuwan, also the UN Secretary General, Mr. Ban Ki-moon, who will come here tomorrow, and the Prime Minister of Japan as well, Mr. Yoshihiko Noda, and the Prime Minister of Australia, Ms. Julia Gillard.
Wow, so this isn't really like a second-degree conference because there's so many powerful people here, Kunwina. So what's the agenda of the conference? Could you tell us?
Generally, for today, they're going to discuss where the AEC stands now. Some of the topics include how to better prepare the ASEAN, entrepreneurs to enter the ASEAN and global market. Also, in smaller rooms, they're discussing about the food security crisis now facing the world. And also for tomorrow, some highlights would be, the business opportunities between ASEAN and several countries, which includes South Korea, Japan, India, the U.S., Australia, and Brazil as well.
Well, Kunwina, we have heard that the president and CEO of SCG, or Siam Cement Group, is also there as one of the panelists, and he would touch on the Thai flood. What did he say to the international community?
Yeah, he's mentioned that that SCG believes the impacts of the floods would be short-term and temporary, and that with the commitment of the private sector in Thailand and the government, he believes Thailand will have they will come up with a long-term plan to address this issue. Now, basically, it could be viewed that the SCG president is trying to revive the confidence, investors' confidence in Thailand for the international community here.
Okay, thank you very much, Kunwina. Have a nice day.
Yeah, thank you so much, Kun Sapapat and Kun Natakan.
And now moving along to the next news, moving to Bangkok, Kun Natakan.
Yep.
As the Apisit Wechachiwa, the opposition leader and former Prime Minister of Thailand, said yesterday that Thailand may face a massive public debt problem in 2013 as the government is concentrating solely on providing restoration loans after the flooding. Apisit is worried that public debt in 2013 will exceed the ceiling. Many projects will suspend a huge amount of money while creating problems for the country in the long run, particularly the rice plating project. Instead, the government should delay its populist policies or at least cut the budgets of the least necessary ones, he said after his Democrat Party met with the Federation of Thai Industries or FTI. The opposition party and the powerful private sector organization shared the view that Yingluck Shinawatra government should urgently draw up medium and long-term plans to prevent future flooding. So far, the government shows only concern for short-term solutions in order to boost public and investor confidence. On Tuesday, the cabinet approved a 369 billion baht increase in the public debt for funding the rice pledging and oil subsidization programs and for restructuring or suspending debt. Abhisit called for the Yingluck cabinet to reconsider some projects to minimize government borrowing to keep public debt at a prudent level and help companies soon. After discussing flood problems with the FTI, he pointed out four key issues for the government's consideration. First, they have not seen measures to help business located outside the industrial zones. Second, the government has been asked to relax some regulations to collect withholding tax from small and medium-sized enterprises. Third was higher unemployment, since many companies would suffer from lower income. The government's 2,000 baht stipend per worker may not be enough to help keep employment up and lessen the impact of the affected employers. Fourth and lastly, the Education Ministry should set up a system for sending technical students to help industries rehabilitate their plants, as the country is facing a shortage of technicians. FTI Chairman Payung Sak Chasutipon has urged the government to put flood prevention on the national agenda. He said the private sector would like to see the government cooperate with other agencies, including the opposition party and the private and public sectors, to urgently control the flooding, as the problem has crushed the country's growth. To brainstorm flooding solutions, the Democrat Party is planning to meet with the Board of Trade of Thailand next week.
With the government averting the worst-case scenario of the whole of Bangkok being inundated, finally this capital is returning to normal gradually, with many businesses resuming activities and services. After Rangsit Plaza's decision to reopen its future park Rangsit Shopping Mall tomorrow, Central Patana, the developer of Central Plaza Lat Prao, will also reopen the freshly renovated flagship shopping complex on the same day. Until next Thursday, service hours will be shortened by 1 hour to 10 a.m. to 9 p.m., but then to return to 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. In a filing to the Stock Exchange of Thailand, Thai Cane Paper said that yesterday it moved operations from its plant in Kanchanaburi to the head office of the Thonburi side of Bangkok. Thai Airways International, which temporarily moved to Suvarnabhumi Airport on November the 6th, also fully resumed operation at its head office in Vipavadi Rangsit Road yesterday. The national carrier reconfirmed that it is still operating as usual as the airport for passenger and cargo business. The Mass Rapid Transit Authority said the flood boards and stop logs installed around the entrances of its subway stations were being removed. Dismantling work now is seen at Hua Lamphong, Sam Yan, Si Lom, Lumpini, Klong Tei, and Queen Sirikit stations, the downtown subway stations believed to be safe from flooding. The flood waters advanced to Vipavadi Rangsit and Rashada Pisek roads early this month, sparked fears that they would continue on to the inner city and cause more severe damage to the economy. The damage is currently estimated at about 200 billion baht, mostly due to the inundation of 7 industrial estates.